give forgive me, I accidentally hid the chat. But like I said previously, you know, I'm glad that Crazy Heathen marched with the BLM to protest against police brutality, but you know, protesting doesn't work. It doesn't. For the simple fact that it it doesn't work, and the powers that be, they don't listen to you. They really don't listen to you. Yes, I agree with guns coast to coast that context is important, but really, like I've stated previously, after the Charlottesville riots, Trump said that he blamed both sides because of what happened there. And of course, he wanted bump stocks to be banned after the Las Vegas shooting. So I'm not on Trump's side at all, especially after what he said after the Parkland shooting. He wants to take the guns first and worry about due process later. What we were talking about after that, of course, currency. Sooner or later, it's currency is going to be digital. Do I want currency to be digital? No, not at all. Basically, you know what they say, you can't stop progress. I mean, it's true. Um, what else? What else is there? I gotta say, the Patriots. It amazes me that some of the these protests backfires on the conservatives. Like prime example, what happened in Lexington, Virginia, a few years ago when they protested against the Red Hen because I think the manager kicked Sarah Saunders out of the restaurant. Um, just because she's a conservative, it's made a worker or a few workers uneasy. In a way, how can I say this? A manager of a business still has the right to kick someone off the property, out of the building, and all that. Do I believe it's right? No. Especially, I believe it's bullshit that you got employers, especially these the right to work states and all that. You know, apparently the employer has the right to fire someone even if there's no reason at all. Well, thing is, it has to be a reason. If someone's fired, there has to be a reason. Let's see. Hmm. Am I missing something? I got to say this too. How did we go from the El Paso and Dayton shootings to what happened in Virginia with Ralph Northam pushing for his anti-gun rights rhetoric, laws, and all that onto others, to the coronavirus pandemic, to basically the shootings in Boulder and in Atlanta, to the whole thing that's going on over there in Ukraine. Personally, I'm not saying I'm on Ukraine's side. I'm not saying I'm on Russia's side either. Hmm. I'm not. I would say I'm pretty ignorant apparently I can't speak. I'd say I'm ignorant about the Great Reset. I can. It's blank on your end. Jesus Christ. Well, I just got a text from Stephen Miller and you, NG. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know why the previous live I did. I don't know what happened. It said chat hidden. I was like, I didn't mean to hide the chat. So apparently, this guy, the 420 gorilla, he didn't like what I had to say about James Yeager. You know, personally, I think it's stupid that you want to involve yourself in another country's war. I think it's stupid. That's just me. Um, Sorry that you feel that way, the 420 gorilla. But if you're going to sit there and say, oh, I don't know why people tell other people what to do with their lives. I mean, well, that's funny because the liberals and the conservatives, they do the same thing. Tell me how to live my life. Oh, well, you need to agree with us. No, you need to agree with us. How about I agree with nobody? How about I tell you all to shut the fuck up and learn your goddamn place? I mean, seriously. See, the problem is everybody. You gotta. You have all these political groups saying no, their way is the best way. No, your way is not always the best way. Hate to tell you. Just like I believe the president of Ukraine, his way is not always the best way. Same thing for Putin. Same thing for Sleepy Joe Biden and Trump. Hate to burst your little bubble, but the way it is. Because he wants an excuse to actually fight. Or, from my understand, I guess James Yeager is trying to train people. And James Yeager has some kind of disease, and apparently he has some limited time to live. I don't know. So, what's the point of going there if that's the case? Yeah, that's why I'm. He has to get paid if he's going to train people. If he's going to train people, he's probably going to get paid for it. Yeah, you're right, Alan. You're right. The one time I actually agreed with James Yeager is when he actually called out the people for saying will not comply, that non-compliance bullshit. And I actually agree with what James Yeager said in that video. Just like I agree with Guns Coast to Coast, what he said that context is important. And like I've actually said this, that we're being played. Yeah, there's one thing I agree with Zombie Farmer what he said. We're being played, but who's playing him? Because I'm sure someone's playing him. Well, regardless if he's sick or not, I could care less either way. But that could be used, like, seriously, dude, that could be viewed as an act of war. An American going to fight in Ukraine. Why do you think Putin and his minions said, we're going to attack the small arms or companies that makes the ammunition to send over to Ukraine to help the Ukrainians? That is an act of war. It really is. Even though an individual American said, I'm just going to help fight the Ukrainians, that could be used as an act of war. That's the point. That's the point, dude. It's a double-edged sword. It really is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I can't explain it any better than what I just said. It's a double-edged sword. It really is. If anything, this whole Ukraine and Russia situation, it's like the double-edged sword of all double-edged swords. Even by if I would say if I was stupid enough to fight for the Russians, stupid either way. Because that war has nothing to do with me. And it amazes me that people are living in this nostalgia of World War II. Yeah, I'm a World War II buff. Nazism ended in 1945 when World War II ended. Yeah, you have neo-Nazis today. You have neo-Nazis and white supremacists in the, what's it called, that battalion? Azov Battalion. Um, does that battalion regiment need to be taken care of? Yes. But people don't like, what I mean by saying being taken care of. Just like I mean when I say to the Patriots, if you all call yourselves patriots, you don't know the definition of the word patriot. It means someone who's willing to protect, defend his or her country at all cost. But that's not happening over here. No, what James Yeager needs to do, he needs to worry about what's going on here. What do you do with rabid dogs? You kill them. You kill them. Simple as that. You kill them. See what Brass could have openly stopped complying with gun laws and died here if he wants to die in a gunfight. Well, he could have. Going back to the lobby day, what Crazy Heathen said that he did participate in the lobby day rally 2020 in Virginia. A bunch of people, over 20,000 plus people pissed off. They had the numbers, but they chose not to use it. Like, prime example, you know, put the politicians and citizens arrest for their treachery, for making unconstitutional gun control laws. Can protest all you want. The politicians, they'll keep on creating and passing laws that violate your rights. But what do you do with a rabid dog? Yep, that pretty much sums it up. Well, dude, I'm speaking to the guy with the last name. Gun laws are in a state level. The citizens chose the laws. No, they did not. No, they did not. Did you really say that? The citizens chose the laws for their state. Why would they fight them? No, gun laws, the citizens don't choose the gun laws. They don't make the gun laws. The lawmakers, the politicians, they make the gun laws. They make those unconstitutional laws. They make the laws that the citizens like. And guess who enforces those laws? The cops. In other countries like Belarus, guess who enforces those laws that goes against human rights? The military, the Belarusian cops. I did not choose my laws in my state. Now, you're not getting it, dude. You're not getting it. Whether I choose to live or still choose to live in Virginia, that's neither here or there. I did not choose those laws. Exactly. Brett, yeah, Brass, you're exactly right. Guess, dude, guy with the Russian last name, whatever. Look what happened to CRS Firearms. He was arrested by the U.S. Marshals because he had something that the feds don't like the citizens having. Personally, I don't like using the word citizen. I think it's just another name for slaves, really. Brass made a very good point. If you live in an unrestricted state, make unrestricted NFA items on a vid and see just how free you are. Well, dude, that's 100% right. Twiggy Bone said even unconstitutional carry laws are unconstitutional. Why? Because we don't need government permission to carry in the first place. Exactly. Exactly. See, that's the thing. Going back to what I said before. In fact, I've said this before, many of others said this before. You know, especially after what, remember when Walmart made some kind of policy? Well, we we want our customers to refrain from open carrying, and then it turned into a full blown, well, you can't open carry in our stores. Then I saw a video on some dude in Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky, and he was basically told to leave because he was open carrying a handgun. A handgun. Not a rifle, but a handgun. And personally, you got a bunch of these people in the 2A community and the cops who say, why do you need to carry an AR-15, a rifle? I think it's stupid. Well, regardless, you're giving your invalid, baseless opinion, personal feeling. And it says nowhere does it say in Virginia's open carry law that you cannot open carry an AR-15 caliber of 223 or 556. It says nothing about, the prohibition of open carrying of rifles. See, that's the one thing people don't get. They believe that rights are contingent to other people's rights. They're not. Wow. And but yeah, I agree with you, Twiggy Bones. Like, just by constitutional carry laws is unconstitutional, because I never gave, I don't need the government's permission to carry a gun. See here. Okay, dude. Maybe NG doesn't have the money to move. You see, that's something that you don't understand, dude. We don't have money. Well, how do you pronounce your name, dude? Housing cough, whatever. You said CRS is an idiot. Yes, he is. He is an idiot. Then you said, but as long as we do the paperwork, we can own anything we want in Texas. Not too sure about that. You're mad because you live in a communist state and it's not my fault and just move. Well, it's not his fault that maybe he doesn't have the money to. It's not NG's fault that, or anyone's fault that they choose to live where they're at. Kalashnikov, let me tell you something. I don't know how you pronounce that. Kalashnikov. And Soviet should truck drive you. But signing 4473 forms is unconstitutional. All these patriots say, I don't ask permission to carry, to be armed, but yet they ask the government permission to be armed the moment they sign the 4473 forms. You see what I'm trying to say here, dude? That's it. And Soviet Russia truck debut. Hold on, NG. Hold on. Kalashnikov. I don't know how to pronounce it. The public does not pick and choose the laws, what laws can pass, what laws can whatever. Those laws are thrusted upon us by the elites. And of course, the cops and the military, they enforce those laws. By definition, if that's the case, if you say that it's not your fault that NG, I'm gonna say it's not your fault that NG lives in a communist state, but the fact is, with all those communist laws in the books in the USA today, technically, United States of America is a communist country. So I just went up to you. I just went up to you, dude. I did. The right way. This country has fascist, Marxist, communist laws in the books. Well, I rather not do paperwork. And I agree with Stephen Miller. All 50 states are lawless and have unconstitutional laws. I agree with him. But to say that we have a choice to, we choose to let, laws and all that kind of stuff come and go or stay in effect, we don't have that choice. I just want to be sure, NG, who are you talking about? NG, who are you talking about? Ouch. Oh my gosh. True, Stephen, that's true. Who is this coalition golf dude? Hold on for a second. NG, I'm confused. I'm really confused now. Just like there's plenty of ways for. See, the thing is, those people don't understand that those 4473 forms could be used for as secret gun registries. And then, of course, the serial numbers on the guns. I'm pretty sure my handgun has a serial number on it, and it's tracked by paperwork that I signed. Yeah. Calvin cough. What do you mean? So, like, hold on. Stand and fight? How? What are you doing to stand and fight? What you think protesting is fighting, standing and fight? No, no, no. I mean fighting. Using guns. It's always going to be the same bullshit. You just want to create the problem. Well, actually, the problem has been created by the left and the right. It's always going to be the same fucking thing. You want the problem to be dragged on. My gosh. You want the problem to be dragged on and all that. And it's no surprise to me that the liberals and the conservatives, they bitch and complain, oh, well, I don't understand why protesting doesn't work. Oh, man. Oh. Well, guess what? They don't listen to you. That's the point. They don't listen to you. They will never listen to you. That's something that Zombie Farmer, Guns and Gadgets, even Guns to Coast, and a bunch of others don't understand. You want to go out there and protest, by all means. You want to congregate and all that. You want to leave yourself open, where these protest and pro-2A rallies and pro-freedom rallies, you want to leave yourself open to be thrown underneath the bus by the feds and the cops. That's all you. What are you going to do when things get real, huh? That's why I want to know that right now. You know, everybody says real talk and all that, but here I am speaking the truth. You think protesting works, huh? Really? Come on here and all that bullshit. Say stand and fight. Hell, what have you done? What are you doing to stand and fight for? My gosh. That's because it is dirty. Brass. Is he in? Is he still in the freaking chat? He better not be, because that was bullshit. That my blood was boiling, but I chose to calm down when after he said that, you know, we choose the laws. No, we don't. We don't choose the laws. That's the most ignorant thing that anyone has said to me on a live stream. That is some stupid bullshit. I did not choose the red flag law and the one handgun per month law from passing on July 1st, 2020. And a bunch of people gives those people, the 20,000 plus people, credit for standing up. Oh, well, that protesting didn't stop anything. Yeah, that dude reminds me of that character from what's his face, the father from Fallout 4. No, Fallout, not Fallout 4. Far Cry 5. He reminds me of the father from Far Cry 5. And funny thing, Far Cry 5 was based on David Koresh, the leader of the Branch Davidians. That's how that game was created. Really, I live in Botetourt County. I apologize for yelling. I wasn't yelling at anybody else but that dude with the Russian last name. It's always the same old bullshit. It really is. And people wonder why the problem gets dragged on. Yeah, I know where Eagle Rock is. Yeah, I'm in a great area, but the people here, some of the people here are freaking stupid. Like, stupid to the point that they believe that their way of thinking is better. Their way is better. No, no. This county that I live in, um, it's nothing but full of antique shops. Everybody believes in the old ways. I mean, I'm old school too, but you have to mix it up a little bit. Bring in new school with the old school and all that. I mean, new school may work better with new school ideas. See, this is the reason why people don't welcome different ideas. That makes them think outside the box. That makes them think harder. That's the problem. Once again, I apologize to the people, watching this. I wasn't yelling at you, but I was yelling at this Kolzhennikov dude with the last name, Russian last name. When you say stupid stuff, dude, come on. Protesting doesn't work. If you think you're standing up and fighting for your rights and protest, you're wrong. If you're relying on gun rights organizations, you think that's standing up and fighting for your rights by relying on gun rights organizations, that's bullshit too. It says the word defend in the definition of patriot. A patriot is someone who will defend and support his or her country at any time. Defend means that you're going to have to use violence. But of course, a civil war, a rebellion ain't going to do anything. NG, you still in here? I'm sorry about that, dude. I wasn't yelling at you. I was yelling at that dude with the Russian last name. He was saying some things that didn't make any sense. It amazes me people say will not comply, but yet, well, they say shall not be infringed, but they agree with the infringement. Someone said that in here. Yes, it does. Sic semper tyrannis. Yeah, I was yelling at that one dude. That guy pissed me off. I would say, hold on. When he said stand and fight, how? What are you doing to stand and fight? That, Yes, we do, NG. And yet people have their t-shirts that says Sic Semper Tyrannis, and I'm like, come on, dude. Mm, wow. All those people are doing, they keep on. It never ceases to amaze me. They wear the "Come and Take It" clothes, the clothes that has the Punisher's logo on it, and put a red line or a blue line on it, or it says "Come and Take It, Don't Tread on Me" kind of deal with the Punisher's logo. I'm like, dude, you're not fooling anybody. And yet they say when tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. You say that as if you're ready to fight, but really you're not. The "Come and Take It" clothes, "Don't Tread on Me" clothes, it, it's nothing but a money grab, and they fall for it. But if I actually was a vocalist in a deathcore death metal band, I would name the band "Thus Always to Tyrants." What else did that guy say? I'd rather be able to do the paperwork than not be able to do it. Period. Well, I'd rather not do paperwork there. Kalash and the cop, whatever. They can track you down with that paperwork. Yeah, exactly, Stephen. They talked a lot of shit, but when it came time to actually practice what they preach, they they didn't fight back because they were stupid enough to let some kind of Fed instigator get them to fight and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, man, non-compliance didn't win this country. It is just a start. When the jackboots when the jackboots realize you don't have a concealed license, there's a choice to be made. Exactly. Yeah, you're exactly right, Twiggy Bones. Actually, here lately, I've been thinking about this. Ouch. I've been thinking about tearing up my concealed handgun permit. Yes, sir. I've been thinking about that. Truck. I love this truck. I don't care how old it is. God dang level. Oh, man. Yep. Yeah, that's true, NG. That's true. Who called me? If a cop pulls you over, they know you have a CCW permit. It comes up on their computer. Exactly right. You already asked permission. They already know. How, how can you tell them to fuck off? Yeah, you're exactly right. Twiggy Bone said, hold on. I let mine expire a few years ago. It lasted 5 years. The permission slip don't mean anything. It's just proof you paid a fee. Pretty much, yeah. That's exactly right. I paid a fee. And that's where the unconstitutional bullshit comes into play.
Silence! I kill you!
Silence! I kill you. Just get my tools in working order. That's all it is. Nothing more than a cash grab. I mean, this could be used as a weapon. Effective one. It's effective. But yeah, don't have to get background checks for this. Assault hammer. Assault screwdriver. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, Twiggy Bones. That's something I don't get. You know, we don't have to go through. I could get a customized katana, and I go through a background check. I can go to Walmart and get a freaking pocket knife or one of those fixed knives, and I go through a background check. People who think tyranny is okay because people voted for it don't understand what a constitutional republic is. Yeah. Yeah. Talk about putting salt on the wound. Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Alan. Like those people who complain about what's his face, Dan Crenshaw. You know, the right complains about Dan Crenshaw being in favor of red flag laws. I kept saying to them, well, You get what you paid. You get what you voted for. And they say, I never voted for Dan Crenshaw. I said, bullshit, you did. They did vote for Dan Crenshaw. They voted for the tyranny. Well, see, what is it that you said, Steve? Crenshaw wants pre-crime laws across the board according to what you might do. Traitor asshole. Yes, he is. He is a traitor. I was under the impression the punishment came after the crime, not before. But too many have that mindset, especially the Blue Lives Matter folks. They want people to be punished before the crime is committed. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Alan. Just another Beto Wark, whatever. I could use this as a weapon. No, what I need to do is buy me another hockey stick, put it in the back of my truck when I need it. Like to get me a snub nose revolver, 44 or 44 Magnum or 30 357 Magnum, and I wish I had brass knuckles. Oh man. It's always the same bullshit. The Patriots say will not comply, but yet they do. They comply every day. And it's funny when it's funny when they say when a law is unjust, a man is not only right to disobey it, he's also obligated to do so. Yet they abide by unconstitutional laws, communist laws, fascist laws, Marxist laws, you name it. Oh, well, guess I'm going to end this right here because I got stuff to do. I doubt he's still here. Well, that's that's the problem. That's the problem, Steve. People are comfortable, even me, just comfortable. But if it came down to it, I would choose to live in. I'd rather live in dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. But gonna have to. I'll have to go. I got to do some stuff, but I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, hey, Billy, Yankees fan. See y'all.